Emily Parker stepped into the softly lit Chicago restaurant, brushing snowflakes from her red scarf as she scanned the room with a hopeful but nervous smile. Her friend had convinced her to try this Christmas Eve blind date, insisting she deserved a new beginning after a difficult year. Emily spotted her date, Mark, already seated near the window. She approached with a polite greeting, but the moment he looked at her, something in his expression shifted. He forced a tight smile, stood halfway, and barely made eye contact. Emily sensed the discomfort instantly. Before she could pull out her chair, he muttered that she wasn't quite what he expected, and that he preferred someone more lively. She froze, stunned by the bluntness. He then tapped his phone, pretending an urgent message had come through, and claimed he needed to leave immediately. Without giving her a chance to respond, he rushed out of the restaurant. The waiter offered a sympathetic glance as Emily slowly sat down, her cheeks burning from humiliation. Holiday music filled the room, couples laughed around her, and families clinked glasses, yet Emily felt more alone than ever. She took a deep breath, deciding she would stay and eat anyway. She deserved at least that much tonight. Emily kept her focus on the menu, trying to steady the lingering sting of rejection. She ordered a warm bowl of tomato basil soup and a small plate of pasta, hoping comfort food would help calm her emotions. Around her, the restaurant buzzed with cheerful voices, the soft glow of Christmas lights reflecting off glass ornaments hanging above each table. She watched couples exchange small gifts, families take photos, and children giggle at the giant Santa statue near the entrance. Her phone vibrated with a message from her friend apologizing again for choosing the wrong guy, but Emily simply typed that she was fine, even though her heart felt heavy. A few minutes later, she noticed a man and a little girl entering the restaurant. The man looked tired but patient, dressed in a warm coat dusted with snow. The girl, about 6 years old, held his hand tightly, her eyes full of excitement. The hostess shook her head, explaining that all tables were full. Emily saw the man sigh quietly before thanking her. The little girl looked around, her gaze settling on Emily sitting alone at a two-person table. Without warning, she walked over and asked in a gentle voice, "Can we join you?" Emily blinked, surprised. Emily smiled warmly and nodded, inviting the little girl and her father to sit. The man introduced himself as Daniel Moore, and the girl as Lily. Daniel explained that it was their Christmas Eve tradition to eat out together since Lily's mother had passed away 2 years ago, and he wanted to make the holiday special for her. Emily felt a wave of empathy and quietly admired the care in his voice. As they settled in, the empty table transformed into a lively space filled with laughter and conversation. Lily excitedly talked about her school play, her favorite drawings, and the Christmas gifts she hoped to give her friends. Daniel shared amusing stories of past holiday mishaps, including burnt cookies and tangled Christmas lights, making Emily laugh genuinely for the first time that evening. As they spoke, Emily felt her earlier disappointment melt away, replaced by a sense of unexpected warmth. Daniel listened attentively, never making her feel awkward about dining alone, and Lily's curiosity and innocence brought a joyful energy to the table. Emily realized that the night had shifted from one of embarrassment to one of genuine connection. She found herself sharing little pieces of her own life, smiling at the way the father-daughter duo brought comfort and cheer into her evening, making her feel that perhaps this was exactly where she was meant to be. When dessert arrived, Lily insisted everyone share a slice of chocolate cake, calling it Christmas friendship cake. Emily laughed, cutting 3 equal pieces, and felt a warmth she hadn't expected that night. The restaurant's festive lights reflected in the snowy windows, and the soft hum of holiday music made the moment feel cozy and magical. Daniel told more stories about Lily's antics, and Emily shared a few funny mishaps from her own holidays. The conversation flowed effortlessly, and she realized how natural it felt to be with them, as if the evening had been meant to happen this way all along. As the night grew late, Daniel offered to walk Emily to her car. Lily held her hand, skipping through the soft snowflakes, her laughter ringing in the crisp air. At the curb, Daniel hesitated before speaking. "I know this wasn't the night you planned," he said warmly, "but I'm glad Lily saw you. Otherwise, we might not have met." Emily felt a blush rise to her cheeks and smiled genuinely. Lily hugged her tightly before climbing into the car, and Daniel turned back with a hopeful look. "If you'd like, maybe we could continue this conversation another day." Emily nodded, heart lifted. I'd like that. Watching them drive away, she realized the evening hadn't been a rejection, it had been a Christmas miracle in disguise.